Hello everybody, welcome to That's Football. Are you ready for the biggest game of the Premier League season? It's Manchester City against Arsenal in a straight shootout for the Premier League title. This is big. 6 points the gap at the moment, but that doesn't tell half the story. I think he's up for scrutiny. Man City Arsenal today. What a mess by Raya. Oh, I tell you what. That could have been the sort of moment you don't want in a game like this. Ball went into Raya. Heavy touch on the edge of his 6-yard box. Haaland bearing down. He did manage to get there and boot it out for a throw-in. That was very, very, very close to being a nightmare start. Just don't celebrate it. It will look suspicious. Haaland. What the hell? They're running around the referee for a handball. I thought it was in. Man City, I thought it was in. I need to see a replay of that. I thought it was in. Bernardo Silva's asking for a handball. Let's have a look. No. What the hell is Bernardo Silva on about? What the hell is he on about? It's the post. How does that come out? The spin on that shot, that should go in. That's not a penalty, no way. His arm's down by his side. Absolutely not a penalty. But how has that not gone in for City? The spin on that ball, how has it not gone in? And it's a corner to Arsenal. They haven't scored many corners recently. Oh, straight across the 6-yard box. Oh, this is going to be a classic. He does annoy your opposition. Cherky, lovely feet. What a goal! Oh my God! In a game of this magnitude, to score a goal like that is absolutely incredible. You can't deny it. It's absolutely brilliant. It's an absolutely brilliant goal. Huge goal in the title race. And it's a moment of individualism, which we very rarely see in football. We very rarely see this. He runs at Gabriel, he puts him on his arse, he goes past Rice, he gets past Saliba's tackle and slides it into the bottom goal. That is a goal of beauty, whatever you think. Whatever you think, that is a goal of beauty. It's absolutely incredible. Look at this, he picks it up on the edge of the box. It's a good goal. In a game of this magnitude, that is a good goal. Well, Arsenal fans, their hearts will be in their arse. Nothing Raya can do, nothing Saliba can do. Rice can't make the tackle or it's a penalty. Gabriel's committed. Game over, says King. Well, I mean, look, Arsenal haven't started parking the bus, so, you know, there's not... And also, I think from Arsenal's point of view, there's not a lot you can do about pure individuality. Like, that's a pure individual goal. I don't think Arsenal have started off. Goal! Oh my God! What has Donnarumma done? What has Donnarumma done? What is going on in the Premier League today? Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Pep can't believe it. As he drinks from a bottle, his goalkeeper's bottled it. Wow! 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 And Cherky's probably going there saying, you absolute idiot. I've just scored one of the biggest goals in the Premier League and you've ruined it with a goalkeeping prat error. It's a throw-in back to Donnarumma. He takes a touch. It's a heavy touch and Havertz just slides in. Well, there's always been that suspicion that Donnarumma can't play out from the back. And it has been confirmed. I mean, how that even goes in from that angle as well. I mean, to be fair, there's only a gap of about that much for it to deflect into as well. Incredible. Well, it is not over yet. It's not over yet. An amazing goal by Cherky and an amazing mistake by Donnarumma. But even at that, I would say, for Havertz to luckily or deflect it, however that's gone in, from the angle Donnarumma is, there's not a lot of goal for that to go into. Could have easily gone for a goal kick. Well, it's living up to it. I wasn't convinced this game would be a good game of football. I actually think it's been an amazing 20 minutes. I mean, I haven't seen the stats, but I think it's been absolutely incredible. This is the thing about City. Brilliant attacking team, but you can get at them. Lovely feat by Nico O'Reilly there to get out of that for two players. Look at this from O'Reilly, the way he got out of that as well. Really good. He's going to do it again. Semenyo. What a block by Hincapié. Incredible block by Hincapié, because I tell you what, Cherky could have took a penalty here. He could have took a penalty here. Look at the feet of Cherky. Gabriel is absolutely shitting himself here. He could have gone down. He could have gone down there. They haven't really shown it on the replay. Yeah, Man United played Lyon this time last year as well, so we could have done something on it. Man City probably had him already done by then, to be fair. Oh, God! Nearly scored a corner. City nearly scored a corner, but referee's blown for something anyway, but Saliba was there. John says, great game so far. I saw someone in the chat a couple of minutes ago say snooze fest. I mean, you can always, in my opinion, you can always tell it's been a good game when you don't want the half to end and it's gone really quickly. And that is an absolute rarity in the Premier League this season. Like, it's a very rare thing, unless it's a United game for obvious reasons, that I don't want a half to end. It's been brilliant to watch. It's got a lot riding on it, but it's also not been a boring game in the sense that it hasn't been Manchester City. I mean, they've had 60% possession, but it's not been like Arsenal parking the bus, relentless Man City pressure, trying to get the goal. MMA Lover says, I'm not a City fan, but Arsenal are the most unlikable club, have the worst play style, the worst fan base in European football. How could anyone want a club like that to win the league, says MMA Lover. Ooh, Raiders on the floor, blocked, Haaland, post. Oh, how's that not gone in? Again, it's a similar start to the start of the first half. Corner comes in. Raya does get a hand on that, to be fair. Block, and then Haaland side net. Well, not even side netting, it's side of the post. Goal kick. So you can't lose the ball there, Eze. Shot straight at the keeper. Eze can't be losing the ball there. Can't be losing the ball there. Apart from Odegaard. Into Havertz. Great save, Donnarumma. Handball. Handball. And that looked like, you know, for a moment there, I thought we were going to see a goal. It was absolutely so close. Donnarumma has probably just... I mean, Arsenal will look at this and go, that was the chance, wasn't it? They carved it open really well. Odegaard into Havertz. Oh, dear, that was close. That was close. Who do you think will go down? West Ham or Spurs, says Cameron? Depends on the result tomorrow. I think if that goes against... If West Ham win tomorrow away from home, that's a problem. Poor first touch. Oh, he's hit the inside of the post, Eze. What a shot. Incredible. Incredible. Arsenal have had two big chances in the last couple of minutes. And Eze from the edge of the box has just hit an amazing shot. Low. Donnarumma's beaten inside of the post. You've got to say, though, Arsenal fans might feel a bit unlucky. Let's not forget, Cherky hit the post in the first 2 minutes. Damo says, Haaland disappears like a fart in a tornado during big games. It doesn't massively matter to me what happens in this game, and I'm sure a lot of you are in the same situation. You obviously probably have a preference, but what I can't not engage in is the immense sort of pressure and intensity around the game and the enormity of what it means for the Premier League title race. And look, although there are still 5 games to go each, I do actually feel like if Man City win this, they probably do go and win the league. If Arsenal get a draw or win it, they probably do go and win the league. Tries to get it into O'Reilly. They're queuing up. Haaland goal. There it is. There it is. And people were taking a pop at Erling Haaland, and that's a huge goal in the Premier League title race. And it is Erling Haaland. Write him off at your peril. Huge Haaland goal, that. Huge goal. And I feel like it's going to be very difficult for Arsenal to get back into it now. Gabriel looks up to the sky. Rice looks up to the sky. There it is. Literally within seconds of me saying, it just feels like the tension is rising. Eze hits the post. Havertz has a big chance. Haaland has a big chance and he takes it. And it's 2-1 here. Lays it into O'Reilly. Lovely cross. And Haaland, I don't know what Gabriel's doing here. He just sort of... Yeah, Gabriel just seems to have been caught flat-footed. I don't think Gabriel's had his best game for Arsenal, to be fair. Where the bloke that said Haaland is overrated, says Numpty. Have a bottle of water on me for the bottlers, says Truck. Thank you very much for your super chat. Look at Haaland's shirt. The tension is rising. Goal difference down to 2, says Ross. They are playing midweek this week. Oh, God, Arsenal just hit the post. He wants a handball as well. No. Hits his back. Yeah, not a handball. Hits O'Reilly's back and goes onto the post. There's not a handball there. It's all going off a little bit now. Arsenal and Man City. I think Gabriel might get a red card here. I mean, he definitely pushed his head towards him. They might look at it and give him a red. No, he gives them both a yellow. I think Gabriel did throw his head at him. I'd have to see it again, but I think he did throw a bit of a head. There's a bit more. There's more of a head action from Gabriel than there is from Haaland. I think he could have got a red for that. I think he could have got a red for that. And that's what Pep's saying. I've seen Man United win the title. I've seen Man City win the title. I've seen Chelsea win the title. I've seen Liverpool win the title. And unfortunately, in the months where it matters, I think Arsenal can start the season well. They've done that loads of times, but they can't get into the final months and become the team that, you know, as I said, those last 2 months of a season is where you become the title holders, you know. That's where you do it. And they've just not done it. And they don't look like it. You know, they look a bit lost. They're lacking. Who's had a standout game for Arsenal? They needed 4 or 5. I don't know what's any. I think with Arsenal, what's any different about this year to last year to next year? You know, they'll go, well, we're going to go and win it next year, but I think the trust disappears with each year. You know, the couple of years they've played really good football and not done it. This year they've been more pragmatic and looks like they're not going to do it. So what are you going to do next year? Like, they've had the squad this year as well. It's going to have to put a cross in. It's a good cross. Oh my God! Havertz! You would not believe it. He's not scored. Fucking, let's get the words out. You wouldn't believe it. The cross by, I think it's Trossard, is absolutely perfect. And I mean, you know, he's got to score. He's got to score. I apologise. I know I went, oh my God, Havertz, and I think I should have said he's missed it because he has missed an absolutely brilliant chance. Free header. Gahey actually lost him. I think I've also scared a load of people in the chat who thought Arsenal had scored. Apologies for that. That was a massive chance. You know what though? You wouldn't take it away from them if they scored it because it would be legitimately 2-2. But they don't actually deserve it. Like, they don't. They haven't done enough for me to get something out of this game. Do you think Arsenal would have won this game if they used highlighters and rubbers instead of pens in their training? There it is, final whistle. Big win for City. Pep just takes it and walks off. Huge win for City. You can see what it means to them. They probably know they're going to win the league title now. Erling Haaland just smiling at the camera. What a chance for Havertz at the end. I mean, but from Arsenal's point of view, look, the title's not over yet, but it's a huge moment. A huge moment in this title race.